my name's Gabby and I'm a user researcher at AutoTrader. So I'm actually still really new. I've only actually been in design and research for about 9 months. I actually started at AutoTrader 5 years ago in the customer experience team and then moved into the design team in October. It's completely varied. So the first sort of hour of the day we'll spend in 5 to 10 minute stand-ups. So this is where we'll speak to different people across the business on the projects we're currently working on to make sure we're all aligned. The rest of the day can be absolutely anything. It could be setting up usability projects, launching surveys on site, working with designers on designs, ideas and prototypes, or working with stakeholders on more strategic thinking. I use a variety of tools, so we have access to 2 major platforms in terms of research. So we have one tool which allows us to launch surveys on our live site. So this allows us to speak to users who are using AutoTrader at the time, so we can do research that way to find out why they're clicking things, why they're doing things a certain way. We then have a second tool which allows us to access people that are in the market to buy a vehicle. So they might not necessarily be using AutoTrader, but they're currently looking online. And we use this pool of people to test our designs, ideas, prototypes to see if we're going in the right direction. In terms of analysing those findings, I'll use things like Excel, Word, PowerPoint to present things back to the business. Failure is something we experience all the time in research. We'll go into a task with an idea of how it might turn out and it can actually go in a completely different direction. So what I would say is when things do fail, we learn from them. So we had an idea recently of something that our car dealers might be interested in. And when we put that out to test with them, it was actually not something that would be useful to them. So we could have spent months and months building this system when actually it wouldn't be useful for them in their day-to-day lives. So technology is a really important part of our business. So AutoTrader moved from print to digital a number of years ago now. So technology is the heart and soul of our business. We're actually doing research at the moment, especially through COVID, to understand more around how we can move the car buying process online, which is obviously going to affect thousands of people. And it's been a really big movement in terms of how people think and behave towards buying a car, shifting from the things they would normally do in person to now doing those things online. Yes, so we have a careers site where we list all the jobs that we have available. We have a number of apprenticeships available, including degree apprenticeships. I'd say just give everything a go and look for opportunities to gain as much work experience as possible. And in terms of picking, future studies, just pick what you're really interested in at the time. Just from my own experience, I've changed career path massively. So what you start off doing might not be where you are in 5 years, so just really do what you're enjoying at the time.